Reporting live from the city that never sleeps. So here's the news.
Alright, so it's been a lot going on.
Yup.
Know what I'm saying? A lot of stuff that we gotta talk about, put our 2 cents on. So I wanted to start out with the Super Bowl, first of all. We gave our predictions, I think, some episodes ago. So, overall, how was the Super Bowl game to you? Was it enjoyable?
Hey, we gave our predictions. The Bengals were still in this shit.
Word. I had them to win. Super Bowl was a good game, actually. It was a real good game.
Really good game.
Yeah, I agree. Y'all know I'm not, like, I watch football very loosely. I definitely watch every Super Bowl. But this is, like, the first Super Bowl game.
You had the thing at your crib, right? Oh, no, I remember.
Yeah. But yeah, that was the first game that I was like really like truly glued to and like really into. Like it was very entertaining. Both teams did their thing. You know, Jalen Hurts was going crazy. Patrick Mahomes was going crazy. It was beautiful to see the Kelsey brothers, you know, 2 brothers in the Super Bowl, the moment with their mother at the end of the game. It was a dope game, very enjoyable.
You know what was lit about this Super Bowl, too? It wasn't like a team just lucked up and got there. Like, those were both
teams that earned it.
Well-deserving teams. And you literally, unless you like a diehard fan of one of them, you literally was like just happy the way it went.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree. But speaking of the Super Bowl, so the big talk, obviously, of the Super Bowl also was the halftime performance. Mm-hmm. Rihanna, you know, took a long break from music. Still hasn't released any new music really.
7 years.
7?
6?
I think it's going on 7.
Well, 7.
7 years, but she gave her Super Bowl performance. What was your thoughts of the performance? Obviously, you know, a big announcement came from the performance, but what was your, you know, just overall thoughts of her, you know, being away for 6 years and, you know, that was the offering that she gave us?
My first thought was, like, here's the thing. If you know or been following Rihanna in any capacity, you know performing probably ain't her strongest quality,
especially like live singing.
So like, I ain't, because they did her auto-tune right, so she was fine.
Yeah,
I'm talking about just performance in general. Like stage performing ain't really her thing that well. And then you factor in the fact that she is also pregnant, so she's probably doing less than she would even normally do. Mm-hmm. So, I took that for what it was. I didn't care. What the Super Bowl did remind me of is how many goddamn slaps she got.
Yeah, she got some fire.
Yeah. Same thing, bro. Like, going through that catalog, I was like, damn, forgot about that one. There's a couple songs that she didn't perform.
And the mix was right, too.
There was still like 20 more slaps she could have done on that motherfucker.
Nah,
yeah, she could have went crazy, but,
features that she could have brought out.
Yeah. But to your point, I think that performance highlighted her strengths, also her weaknesses, but I think ultimately with the pregnancy reveal, that kind of like brought it all back. And now when I think of that performance, that's what I think about. I think about the fact that she was performing while pregnant, and it kind of uplifts the performance, in my opinion, now, because she was doing it pregnant. She was still hitting her dance numbers or whatever the case may be. You know, not to the full degree, but, you know, she was still working, doing her thing and all of that. Vocals here and there and all of that. Yeah, I think it was...
So, you know, we was in a crib full of niggas when the question wasn't... Like, we was sure she was pregnant, but all of us was like, I think she's pregnant, bro. But I don't know.
Cause you don't wanna assume like
but I'm saying that's the consensus in the house. Really.
Yeah, but you know what that was? That's a house full of niggas with kids.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So we all seen our BMs like post baby.
Yeah.
And her kid like 6 months or something.
Yeah, something like that.
We've seen that little, like, you know what I mean? It ain't getting.
Yeah.
So it's like, you don't want to just jump out the window on that
and say it's that after punch, cause that's low key disrespectful.
We all sitting there like, I think she's pregnant, but I don't know.
Yeah, same thing.
To the performance though, like obviously after all of the people came out, I was looking at some shit on Reddit. apparently it was an homage to Kanye.
The whole performance.
I don't
Like the set, not the performance, but the set design.
I could get that. The red,
The all red, the hanging. Yeah, and I was
get
like,
that.
I think homage is a strong word.
I mean,
think
I'm just using the words that I read.
No,
but-
I'm gonna say in the article. I think that she did. I think she said it was inspired by Kanye.
Oh, I didn't read the article. I just read like a Reddit page and just
No.
kept
She did
going.
when she did the what was that shit?
The Vogue.
Yeah, the British Vogue or whatever.
The shit with her pulling A$AP Rocky
I think
on the beach.
in there they or an interview
That's a
after that
wild
she
picture,
talked
by the
about.
way.
Now we about to get
into that.
into
But even in that, like, I think they talked about it, or in some article recently, she talked about it, and she said like it was you know,
Inspired by?
it was inspired,
I think that's dope.
Yeah.
and she said like I stand with him, like at the end of the day that's still my
That's still,
family,
yeah.
whatever, some shit like that.
I think that's dope.
That's super
Loyalty, man. Bajans.
Super dope. But yeah, transitioning to that magazine cover. So Stiz, you just went, that shit is wild, or whatever you just said. You said you think it's wild. Why do you think it's wild?
That's just wild to see because I'm an A$AP Rocky fan. I seen where he come from, just to see where he at. I said this 2 years ago.
He in a
Are you
great,
saying wild in a negative way or wild in a positive way?
Just wild in the regular way, not negative. Nothing negative.
No, that's what I'm saying, because a lot of the commentary behind it has been negative. That's why I'm
Negative.
trying to get you to distinguish.
Yeah, I was gonna get into that now. So I said like a year or two ago when the first pregnancy came out, I was like, yo, protect that nigga at all costs because he did something a lot of niggas ain't do. And again, being a fan from him, from being in the A$AP Mob times, for him being in Harlem, him fucking with the Heavy Houston Connect, to now to see where he at and who he with, man, he is doing the right thing. If my girl is Rihanna and she wants me to be on a beach looking like that, I'm with it. He looked like a happy dad, and I'm okay with that.
I just hate this fucking narrative of like, oh, they trying to demasculate men in this shit, and I'm like, brother, they called for Rihanna, and I'm pretty sure she said he gotta be there. I'm pretty sure they didn't give a fuck about him being at that photo shoot in the slightest. Word up. So why the fuck, like, people like, oh, he the man, he should be leading, and I'm like,
Nigga, give me
they
the
didn't
baby.
even call this nigga.
Give me the baby, nigga. Give me the fucking
Fuck
baby.
you, mean lead what? You want him to lead the photo shoot he's not supposed to be at?
Give me the fucking baby.
Listen, man, this guy's dating a billionaire. You know what I'm saying?
No,
She-
that part I didn't like though. By the way, just to cut
Look,
you off, because
yeah.
that's the part that irritate me. The females on the other end is going like, some of the niggas is wilding, but the females on the other end is like, well, she's worth all that money, he better do all that, and I'm like, relax.
Yeah, nah, it's
The money ain't got nothing to do with this shit. Like, that's like, I feel like on both ends of the spectrum is just wild.
Yeah, and
Facts.
and speaking to the comments, also don't get it twisted. Don't discredit like A$AP's resume as well. Like, he's done some tremendous big things in fashion and all of that. Like, he's an icon as well. Together they are super mega power couple. Like
For sure.
Yeah.
I hate that narrative as well, as, you know, with the woman leading and all of that, and, you know, demasculizing the man. Like, grow up, man.
Yeah.
Grow up.
Like,
It's
that's my
kinda-
biggest thing. Like, my nigga, look, I saw that cover and said,
That nigga happy.
I saw that cover and said, they ain't call that nigga at all. She brought him here. And they
you
said,
gotta respect that
and
though,
they
right?
said, I guess we gonna take this picture.
Like, the writer or the editor just like, I guess we doing a family piece
Yeah,
now.
bruh, I'm almost sure.
But can you not respect that though?
No, I respect. That's why it drove me crazy that niggas was saying this stupid shit. Like, how could he just let her lead like she's the head of this relationship? I said, nigga, he's not the head of this. None of that picture say he's the head of that relationship.
Word.
The picture says she's the head of this photo shoot.
Word up.
Like, what the fuck
And
are you talking about?
if you see the videos of them like off the market, like, he always not too far. He doing the right thing, bro.
No, if you see,
my girl got
if
the
you see the
biggest
pictures of
superstardom.
videos of them walking
Chill.
around, he's leading her most of the time. Like, nigga,
Yup.
this is a photo shoot. That's her photo shoot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, niggas is crazy. So
I ain't even think of it that way. Like, and they definitely ain't call that.
they did not ask for him at all.
I ain't think of it that
They
way.
barely asked for the baby.
That's how
Probably.
you know it's real. Because in my mind, I'm just like, nigga, he doing what he's supposed to do. Nigga, my girl got a photo shoot. And
I'm going.
Yeah, I'm gonna just go. He probably was just there off a rip, just be there.
I'm almost sure he was
sure,
just
bro.
there holding the baby, and she was like, "Get in the picture."
Yeah, they
Yeah.
traveling
And then-
everywhere with the
and then
British
the
photo
other
said,
said,
I guess he's doing the family
this
thing
is
now.
what's happening now.
Cause you gonna tell Rihanna no, nigga? Fuck out there.
and low key, that baby look happy as hell, bro. Look
Nah,
at that
they
baby.
just
That
look like a
baby
good
low.
situation.
Did you see? Apparently, there's a bunch of people in the comments like clowning the baby, and I'm like, "What are
They
y'all
clowning,
doing?
baby. Well, it's
What
the
are y'all
world, bro.
doing?"
It's
And the
world,
internet
bro.
is insane. It's an
a
insane
wild
place.
place.
Yeah, cancel the internet. Wanted to ask y'all, how do y'all foresee the end of the world going? I think it's coming soon. There was like 3 UFOs shot out the sky randomly. There's contaminated water everywhere around the world. There's a lot going on, man.
Dre, I'm gonna be honest, bro. Making it to 40 was on my bucket list. I'm 8 years away.
I don't. Yeah, I
If
think
the world end, nigga, what you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Bro, I'm coming. You can't do anything.
Exactly,
I'm
bro.
coming to grips with. I'm probably not gonna accomplish a lot of things that I wanted to accomplish.
Bro, let me tell you where I stand. I stood on this since I was in my 20s. Fuck this planet. And fuck everybody on it. Cause when all the fuck shit start happening, I'ma be dead. I don't care. I don't care about the environment. I don't care about global warming. I don't care about none of that shit. Cause guess who gonna be dead when that shit affect everybody?
Nigga, you spend more time dead than alive anyway.
Son, I've been ready for the world to end since the year 2000, bro. My dad was an Israelite back in the day. And he was on that shit. He was on that
computers
shit.
and
That
gonna crash
computer,
shit?
yep. I've been prepared ever
I ain't gonna
since.
lie, I'll look at your dad a whole lot different.
Wait till you meet him. Wait till you meet
Like,
him.
I want to ask him, you thought at 12 o'clock computers just stopped working?
Yo, Y2K was a crazy
That a
time.
plane that was already in the air at 12 o'clock just gonna shut off. Australia already been in the new year a whole day ago. Nothing happened to them. But you thought.
Yo, that's the thing. People live so inside their bubble. They really think like New Year's happens everywhere around the world at the same
At the
time.
same time.
Nigga, how you
That's
think
so
LA
true.
be feeling? LA watch us celebrate New Year's every year.
Nigga, them niggas in Japan is in the next day.
Word, that's what I'm saying. Like,
That was funny.
yo, I ain't gonna lie. I was what, 10? Yeah, I was 10. I always was like, yo, these niggas is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah,
They think
bro.
the computers just at 12 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, just gonna shut off.
Yeah, he traumatized me, bro. Traumatized me, son.
Oh,
Shout out
yo.
to my pops. It's actually his birthday today, so really shout out to
happy
my
birthday,
pops.
Pops.
Happy B-Day, big dog.
Word up.
Word up. Computer's still going.
They not going nowhere, brother. They not going nowhere.
But that's all I got for the news, y'all. Unless y'all got something y'all want to
Wait,
bring
we
up.
ain't gonna just go past this shit, nigga. They out here just shooting shit out the sky. Like,
Yo, you think that spy bubble shit, the balloon shit, is real?
I don't know. Like, I know it's a real thing.
Yeah, right.
What I'm gonna say is this: I got 2 ways this could be. This could be, cause here's what I don't get. This shit got from China through whatever side of the country it came through to the Midwest before they shot that down.
Yep.
A part of me feel like
It's some bullshit.
Bullshit.
they put another one up and shot it down just to prove a point. Like, fuck China, nigga.
But what I'm saying too is right. I heard this ain't new shit. Like I heard.
Niggas been spending spy balloons to all, not just America. All the countries do this to all the other
I
countries.
don't feel like you need to spy from up there. You can spy from down here, bro.
Yeah,
you
but
got the phones.
but
Y'all
they-
make the phones.
But then, no, they doing that. TikTok is spying on everything.
They make like you ain't, I think the spy balloon shit just to cause hype for no reason, bro.
And also, I will say I understood the story of like you don't know what's in it. That's why they didn't want to shoot it down at first.
Oh yeah, they
That's
said they
true.
didn't want to shoot it over out like land and shit.
That's
so they
true.
waited till
That's
it got over in water or some shit.
They shot it down in Montana, nigga. I don't know what water's in Montana.
Nothing. I thought it was over Montana and they was waiting for it to get into the water.
Hey, man, I don't know.
Hey,
Either
man.
way though, it's a fucking balloon. Pop that shit.
Now, the part that Dre brought up was the crazy part, because after that, they shot down 4 unidentified UFOs after that. And I feel like people just brushed it off last year when that news article came out, when it was like, yeah, we can confirm that we've had, it was like that. And then like Joe Biden did some wild shit, and it was like, all right, no one acknowledged it. And I was like, are they just trying to get us ready for when UFOs really get here?
Look, I watched Independence Day. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go.
I'm not. I can't fly a plane.
We gonna learn, nigga. We gonna learn,
Nigga said they let the drunk farmer nigga do
They
it.
let that nigga.
I just want to know how it's gonna happen, son.
I
just
care,
want to
bro.
know, son.
I just hope you got your affairs in order.
I just hope Joe Biden
yeah.
not the president when they come. Imagine they come and say, take us to your leader, and they take us to Joe Biden.
And then gotta wake him up.
This nigga just gonna be there talking
This
like,
nigga gonna die.
oh, UFOs, you know, Mexicans are crazy. What? The fuck is you talking about?
Hey, man, protect yourself. Get ready. I don't know.
I don't think I got nothing to add for the new shit.
Something happened though.
Oh, All-Star. All-Star was
I didn't watch none of that shit.
You ain't watch that shit?
That shit
I
was
had my kid.
The game was trash.
yeah.
Game was
Right?
trash. All-Star game was trash. I don't know why.
I like the draft shit though.
the draft shit was cool.
Although
yeah.
I did think it was premeditated. Cause how y'all got the jerseys made that fast? Unless they got
No, they
jerseys.
made a jersey for like everybody for each
It's
squad.
the
For
same.
each squad.
But it's
For
the
each
same
squad.
thing with the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
like they got all the merch for both teams made,
Just in case they
and then
win.
they send the rest of that shit to Africa when they don't get it.
They played zero defense this year though. Like
I think
they usually don't play defense, but they really did not play no defense this year.
I think letting son from the G League do the dunk contest.
Matt
was fire.
McClung?
Yeah. That was dope.
Yeah.
I mean, he's not
I
in the G League no more.
He got a two-way contract now.
I firmly believe they need to take all the, because the truth of the matter is the people that we want to see in the dunk contest, they're not gonna put in the dunk contest.
Right.
So eliminate it for players. Get some of these like street ball
niggas.
G League or other league stars, or like, you know, the niggas with all these highlight reels of dunks, and let them do it. Because the problem is people don't want to do it because they don't want to risk the injury, which is fine.
that's fine.
Let niggas who ain't got no stake in this shit do it.
Right. Yeah.
And then we can get some dope creative ass dunks, and you ain't gotta worry about risking your players. And then niggas could really judge it fairly because we don't know none of these niggas.
Facts. You can judge just straight off of creativity. Because
Yeah.
I hate when the dunk contests go off and then you go on Instagram, you see mad niggas doing some wild ass dunks, and you like, son, that would have. These
That would've
NBA
won.
niggas could have just called these niggas. Because
Yeah.
Ball is Life is a real app. Like,
That's what I'm saying. I don't understand why they don't just do that.
They did that like 1 or 2 years like in the past where they did do the slam dunk contest. They brought in other people from the street to kind of like teach
when it
the
was
other,
still Sprite.
yeah. They did it, but I think that they should
Yeah, but they
incorporate
didn't let
it
them
more.
compete. They just had them like coaching them niggas or some
Yeah.
dumb shit.
Yeah.
Let them compete, man. Get them some light bread.
And some exposure.
Yeah, some exposures, whatever. Like, let them do
I
that.
also
Like,
feel like they could spice up like that weekend. Because the dunk contest is a hit and miss. So I think they should flip that for the 3-point contest, to be honest.
yeah,
Agree?
the 3-point contest is the new like real
The
shit.
new like main event. I'll put that.
I like the
last.
celebrity game. That was cool.
I didn't
watch
see any
that.
of it,
I
but
didn't watch it.
Yo, you know what else I thought was cool too? They did like a pickup type tournament with the rookies and shit. With the Rising Stars.
Yeah.
So you draft. It was 4 teams, and you draft your team or whatever, and then 2 people play, and then for the championship, those 2 people play.
oh, they had like a little
tournament.
mini
tournament.
Oh,
I think that's
dope.
dope. I think that's dope. But I think niggas should just play a good ass game at 21 too.
Yeah. Last question, or last thing with the news, staying on sports. There was a lot of NBA trades that happened. Also, the trade deadline is over. So with the recent changes with all these teams, who y'all got winning the championship now?
I don't know, but Kyrie is already ruining Dallas, and it is terrible.
Yeah, I told you,
Kyrie is a wizard with the basketball.
Amazing
Unmatched
basketball
talent.
player.
cancer though.
Nah. What I'm seeing with Dallas is the problem is not Kyrie's personality, which is usually the problem. The problem isn't talent. The problem is now we got two players who are used to getting the final. Like in that last game, these motherfuckers kept passing the ball back to each other because they don't know who's supposed to take the last shot.
Out, yeah.
They got two superstar talents and they don't know
I don't
who.
give a fuck. Get that shit to Luka.
It's still Luka team. Give it.
He tried. Luka gave it back.
Luka gotta know that that's still his team. He gotta know he gotta take that
I think
shot.
Kyrie, I think on that I put the blame on Luka because I think Kyrie tried to defer to Luka there.
Yeah, exactly.
And Luka deferred back, and then it was just a weird thing.
Because it's like he trying to accept them in,
Yeah.
make them feel like accepted into the team.
Yeah.
So I'm giving you the shot. Like I trust you. Also,
that was some bullshit.
The NBA is in a weird place. We talked about this earlier, Dre, where all these teams is so like leveled.
Yeah,
It could literally be.
it could go anywhere.
I don't know yet.
I don't.
Did the Clippers thing happen already? With
Yeah,
Russ?
we got Westbrook.
They got him officially, or they still working on the buyout?
No, they got
I
him.
know he's planning on going there
So
once they
it's
work out the
him,
buyout.
They got him.
Kawhi and Paul.
That is
Yeah.
gonna be terrible for the Clippers.
Yes.
Russ is gonna ruin that team. No offense, I
I
love
don't
Russ.
think. I don't think
I
it'll
don't
be Russ.
think
To be
it's-
honest, I think it'll be.
No. I'm talking about. I don't think Let me rephrase. The addition of Russ is gonna ruin that team. I don't think Russ is gonna actually be the problem.
I agree with
agree
you.
there.
I'm hearing reports that they're gonna have Russ start, which I'm against. I want him to come off the bench. I think starting him is
Let Russ run his own second unit, and that'll be the best role for him.
exactly.
When the two niggas,
Similar
Kawhi barely
like
play
Melo.
anyway.
I think Melo should go to Golden State.
Melo definitely needs to be on the team.
No,
I
for sure.
will say that.
I think he need to go Golden State,
That'll be a good pickup. That's a good system.
but he got to come off the bench.
I thought, honestly, I thought Pat Bev was going once his shit worked out. He was gonna go back to the Clippers.
He's going to the Bulls.
He going to the Bulls.
Just right
I don't
there.
like
What
that.
happened to Lonzo?
Hurt.
Injured.
Still?
Yeah.
What
Still
the
hurt.
Fuck? It's been like
And
2
then
years.
what's his name?
What year?
Kevin Love on the Heat now,
Some
right?
with his leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Love on the Heat.
But that's good. That was a business
that's
move.
3 years too late though.
Yeah, that's
Exactly.
just that's why I
3
said it's
years
just
ago,
a
Kevin
business
Love?
move.
That don't really do nothing. For
That
them.
would have helped them a lot 3 years ago. Kevin
In the
Love.
bubble, absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. But yeah, I think I don't know. The NBA is in a weird place. I had that answer for you end of March.
Yeah, because I gotta see. Because we also still don't know what Phoenix gonna look like with all of them on the field, with all of them on the court.
Well, we do know Chris Paul will get injured.
I'm just saying we don't know what that team looks like with all of them on the court.
But they gave away they bench too.
yeah,
like
but
they depth.
I still gotta see how.
But it's still Kevin Durant.
That's what I'm saying.
Mikal Bridges is thriving in Brooklyn right now.
I said it then.
Nah,
I
they
say
gonna
it now. I say it
go straight
again.
to the play-in
Mikal Bridges. I would have gave up everything but Mikal Bridges in that goddamn trade. But that's me.
Yeah.
I understand you got to do whatever to get Kevin Durant, but I'm not giving up Mikal Bridges personally.
Yeah.
It's either that or I'm keeping one of my picks. I'm not giving you 4 picks and 3 players. That's
Quiet
crazy.
is kept, and I don't want to talk about them because I feel like that's when New Yorkers jinx them. But the Knicks is doing all right. They gonna make it smooth to the first round.
And with that, you just
And Julius going to disappear in the first round like he always do.
Yeah, but Jalen Brunson, one of them ones.
He is.
He is.
one of them
But he's
ones.
also one of them
Me.
ones
I
that
ain't-
can't do it by
I ain't
himself.
believe it.
Nah, I seen it
ain't
last
believe
year
it, bro.
with Dallas.
No,
was
he's
that
nice,
nigga.
but he need help still. And
Nah, he need Jalen. I mean, what's his name? I just said his name.
Julius
Julius Randle
Randle.
to show up. He need
But
that.
the good part about it is Julius Randle ain't the number one option no more.
Good.
That's what the Knicks needed him not to be the number one option.
Yep.
Because in times where it matter, he can't be the number one option.
Disappears.
That's like Bi in New Orleans
New Orleans.
and Son from Utah. As long as they not the number one option, it's a good.
Send Ben Simmons to China.
I can't defend Ben Simmons no more. I
don't understand
Get
this
that
man.
man out the league. But I
That
was
nigga had 2 points the other game in an overtime game.
yeah. I'll get back to y'all with my answer at the end of March also. But I will say I think it's somebody gonna be coming out of the West that's gonna win the
Facts.
championship.
Let us know. Let us know.
let us know in the comments,
Let
y'all.
us
Oh,
know
I ain't
what
gonna
y'all
lie,
think.
the Celtics alright too. They still the strong core
Nigga,
that they
Philly
are.
still alright. Milwaukee still alright. Nigga, low key. Miami, hey, even though I don't think they're gonna win, they still gonna make noise.
Yeah, end of March.
Yeah. But yeah, that sound like another one, y'all.
Yes, sir.
Will we still be a podcast? Will we get canceled? The world may never know. But you can find out next week on So Here's the News.
So here's the news. So here's the news. So here's the news. So here's the news. So here's the news. So here's the news.